Christensen spent more time idle than he would have preferred, testing his wounds daily and managing his time to the best he could while alone in that hospital room. The day-to-day processes were the same, more or less. Wake up, take medicine and antibiotics, eat, wash up, rest, repeat. All of this punctuated only by more questions by the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Even Internal Affairs had begun digging into what had been dubbed the Jekyll case and any relations to Christensen. But the time had finally come for his release from the ward, and for Christensen to meet with Bill at their favorite watering hole for a drink, and for the detective to gather some information from his companion in regards to his findings at the auction house.
Beer or shower, Christensen? Maybe the latter first. You still got that hospital stank on you something awful.
Whiskey, please, and thanks, Bill.
This early? Didn't strike you for the type to day drink.
Special circumstances. I think I was really starting to lose my mind in there. Wouldn't beer classify as day drinking as well?
Potato, kid. Hey, Barney, could I get a bottle here?
Sure thing, old-timer.
Sorry, Barney. Just 2 shots should do.
No, full bottle.
I'm not sure we should drink so much, Bill.
Well, you drink as much as you damn please. I'm still going to drink for Coleman and I.
So, the whole bottle, or...?
Full bottle, Barney.
There we go. All I had to hear.
Sorry about the trouble. So, any word from Coleman yet?
Nah, none quite yet. Well, at least not for the day. He gives a report at around 8 once he's finished up scouting out Norwood for the day.
That's so.
Your drinks, gentlemen? Y'all don't get too sloshed now, you hear?
That's a small bottle, Barney. Wow, really?
You ain't getting ass up drunk in my bar again, Bill. Save it for New Year's.
Thanks, Barney. Now, about Coleman. You found anything yet?
Not too much, if anything at all. Norwood's a hot spot for missing persons cases right now.
No doubt about it. The bodies I saw there were testament to that.
That's the thing. No bodies were found. Just families going about their business. Some had missing persons and didn't seem to bat an eye. Almost like they didn't want no help. Sketchy at best. Downright ominous at worst. Kingsmouth PD are taking over most of the search missions at the moment, and task force has been set up in Norwood, so things should be on the level, at least for the time being.
So, nothing concrete yet?
Nope, not yet.
How long did it take for things to get set up there?
Too long.
Damn. Well, what do you find at the auction house?
Well, not too much. There wasn't really anything out of the ordinary.
Shit.
Hold on. It was all honky-dory at first. Nothing out of place, at least to me. I don't frequent auction houses on the regular. But after doing some digging on the place, I found some manifests on the clerk's desk while I asked them to get to the auction director. Looks like they were bringing in a bunch of obscure items from the South Pacific region recently. Way more than what they were selling. Half the items, if not more, were strange, to say the least. Mostly things dug up from the wrecks.
Where from?
I don't know. Geography ain't a strong suit either. But I picked out a place called, where is it? Tuvalu.
Know anything about it?
Not a clue.
So, what's off about that? Auction houses pick up oddities all the time.
Weird thing about it is that none of the items were set for sale. It's like they're stockpiling them.
What was in the inventory?
Mostly tribal artifacts, necklaces, masks. Most of it was junk I couldn't make heads or tails of. But that's just a part of the pack. Everyone I questioned there was secretive, suspicious. And the clerks I spoke to all pointed me towards the director for any further inquiries. Their names are, Sasha, Couldn't snag a last name, but that's all I could get on her besides the fact that she's a Kingsmouth native.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that a few of the workers have been registered as sick for quite some time and haven't been showing up at work. Don't have the authority to contact their families to question them since I'm working outside my jurisdiction. But for all we know, that could just be good old Kingsmouth weather sinking into their bones.
Right. Thanks, Bill.
Don't look so down, son. I still got one last thing I think you'll find right interesting. Ain't have anything to do with the auction house at first glance, but it's definitely something.
Yeah? And what's that?
There's a bunch of newcomers showing up in town. Some are tourists, some are moving in. Plenty of affordable real estate here.
Yeah? And?
Well, this is the off-season. Never seen this many tourists. Definitely haven't seen people flocking to Kingsmouth before. And I've been here for a while.
Well, how many are we talking about?
About 300 or 400 move-ins in the last few months.
Not too knowledgeable about Kingsmouth's real estate climate. What's so important about that, Bill?
That's a 400% increase compared to last year. And this is only a few months in, man. That's unheard of. Remember, Kingsmouth's just a dreary, weary fishing town. Not exactly a hot spot.
Alright. Go on.
Almost all these new arrivals have visited the auction house, many more times than once. They never buy anything. How could they? Lots of these folks are middle-lower class. Factory workers, machinists, hobbyists, clerks. Average goings at the Kingsmouth auction house is at least a few grand. Far more than your modern blue-collar could fork out. Don't really think that your run-of-the-mill iron worker wants a fancy new antique statue to put up by their beer cooler.
Fair enough.
Something's off with that place, that's for certain. Had to be considered one of those guys who wasted on the road south of Norwood had a card on him.
Find anything on them?
Yep, 2 farmers from Dallas. No reason for being here from what we could tell besides being on vacation. That's about all.
I see. Yeah, alright. Well, we might as well sit back and wait for Coleman's daily report. What's he report on anyways?
Hasn't had much to report on. Mostly just been questioning townsfolk and investigating for anything out of the ordinary. Admittedly, Christensen, these leads of yours we've been following haven't been very concrete. Hard to make much headway on anything, so we're shooting in the dark here.
I'm sorry about that. I'm not disheartened by the developments or lack thereof. You guys are doing the Lord's work out here out of your wheelhouses for me. I can't thank you enough. I'm just worried about Coleman. I was attacked more than once now. And the things I've seen, I'm starting to doubt my asking you guys to do this. This is my fight, not yours. And I know that you're more than willing to help, but you're my friends. This isn't like anything that we've seen before. We can't be ready for it.
Christensen, look, I know that Coleman's a goof, but he's more than capable. Remember, he was in the armed forces before retiring to the KPD. Hell, he's probably better off than any of us.
True enough. The way the guy acts, sometimes it's hard to remember that he was deployed.
I can drink to that.
You can drink to anything. Not that I can say much about that.
Amen.
Wonder how Coleman's holding up.
All right, sir. Sorry about the trouble and thank you for the time. Jeez, you'd think these people would have something, anything. That makes almost 100 of these emotionless Norwood bastards marked down and questioned. Can't believe I'm coming up empty-handed after all this time. Bill and Chrissy boy are gonna think that I can't pull my weight. Drive all the way up here for a bunch of fish-eyed folks telling me that they ain't seen nothing. Maybe Chris really is going crazy. Besides, the fact that I keep getting the creeps from being here, everything seems all normal-like. Folks are acting weird, not talking much. Even the police aren't giving me the deets on anything, even though I'm a fellow boy in blue. Sheesh. At this rate, those two really are gonna think that I was just slacking off again or something. But I'm really trying this time. I'll show him. Ain't gonna come back empty-handed. I'm sure that Bill's already combed through every fucking short hair on that auction house by now. What time is it? 4. Getting late. Better get back to the motel. Tomorrow's the last day now that Christensen's out of the hospital and I'm out of sick days to call in. Seems I've got 2 tails. Not looking a bit too friendly. Maybe I'll come back with a cool story like Chrissy boy, eh? Alright, you two. You'll follow me down this nice secluded alleyway so I don't draw too much attention. Right on cue. Well, boys, you wanna talk? Or do you got something for me? Hey, what's up? You got a staring problem? Violence it is. Well, you two weren't so bad. Y'all bozos got a boss or something?
Where do you come from?